Does God want us to talk to people online? Well, hey, I'm joined by my friend Grayson, and we're answering this very question. Check it out. And then I think are humanly possible. People act like if you don't text them back or DM them back, like you're some hater. And it's very funny. It's the very same people that would not want me to be on my phone with my kids or with my wife or my IRL friends are the same people that would be like, yeah, John's changed. He never responds to text.
Oh my God, guys on me.
He's just a diva. And I think, here, come back over to me. I'm trying to get to you.
It's all good. I'm gonna do a ninja trick over here and escape.
I'm running to you. I'm running to you. I'm running to you.
Healing.
And so I think that one of the unfortunate realities of social media is we have the expectation to take on and upkeep way too many relationships. Oh my gosh.
Knocked him.
Back in the... I need help. I'm so cooked. I'm so terrible.
Trying to get back in the mix here.
Oh, somehow I survived. Somehow I survived. Somehow I survived.
With you, John.
You just got to get up top. So I think that that's a very underrated reality and downside is all these people that are talking about present. How often do you put the pressure on people to respond to your text right away? Like, we've got to stop. Like, bro, the amount of DMs and texts I get are way more than I can keep up with. Like, it's just facts. And that's what gives me anxiety. Got him. That kid's really good too. Got him. Yes. Torn
down,
FV. Yeah, torn FV is like very good. Here, come around the sides.
Oh, another chug jug? No way.
Yeah, there's a chug jug out there too. So yeah, I think God created us for intimacy. I would also look at the ways that, you know, God has designed the ultimate physical, the ultimate human relationship, which is marriage. And a lot of the best parts of marriage are predicated on get dumpstered.
Oh, let's go.
They're predicated on physical intimacy, presence, and I think we can derive that. Got him. Us versus two. Us versus two. I have bigs.
So
Do you need bigs? Do you need bigs?
I got the chug jug. Hold on.
Okay.
Walking in.
He's right.
They're inside. They're inside. They're healing. Knocked one.
Oh, last guy. He's coming on a storm right here. Shoot him. On me. On my right on my body. Right on my body. Yes!
Let's go.
We win these!
Too easy.
Oh! Yeah, what does it look like to be more present in the digital age? It's setting realistic priorities for your relationships that are based both on God's design, which puts family first, puts him at the center, and even encourages us to love our neighbors. And I'm all about understanding, like, hey, this is my neighbor. Hey, that is part of the reality, and you should apply loving your neighbor as yourself to digital interactions. However, loving your digital neighbor should not come at the cost of loving your real life neighbor, your actual zip code across the street, left, right neighbor, the apartment below you, apartment above you, real neighbors, the people at your school. Intimate online relationships are honestly impossible. I don't think you can have true intimate relationships that compare to the health and the reality, the vitality of in-person relationships. And I think that God's word is clear on that. I think that the stress levels that we experience in the rise of cell phone. Let's just ask chat really quick. Let's just ask chat GPT. Is there a marked increase in anxiety and depression since the advent of cell phones and social media? Yes, there's strong evidence. Depressions and anxiety rates have risen significantly. According to the CDC, between 2010 and 2020, the rate of high school students reporting persistent feelings of sadness or hopelessness rose from 28% to 44%. Okay, so 16%. That's a jump. It's not like the world wasn't bad before social media. A 2018 University of Pennsylvania study found that limiting social media to 30 minutes a day significantly reduced loneliness and depression. Interesting. Not just owning a phone, it's how it's used. But clearly, like, and you know, and people have heard the stats before. Clearly, clearly it's a reality. What does it look like to be more present in the digital age? I mean, I think it's just being strategic in the way you use social media. It's prioritizing in person over digital. It's asking questions. How do I make friendships? I just recently spoke. I just spoke at a youth group this Sunday night in Arizona, and this kid came up to me. It's like 13-year-old kid, and he was like, "Hey, I have a question after your message." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "You mentioned that King David had a lot of girls, more girls than you did. But then eventually you figured out how to talk to girls." And that wasn't even like, I don't even remember saying that. That was like my ADHD squirrel moment. And then he's like, so I was like, "Yeah, so what's your question?" He's like, "How do I talk to girls?" And it was honestly really wholesome just to like, hey, how do you even like, he wasn't like, how do I hit on girls? He was like, I don't even know how to be friends with girls. And he asked me a question about my wife.
Wow.
Like, how did you guys like start? And I was like, well, we started by being friends. And he's like, well, I don't even know how to talk to girls. So I was like, hey, you see those joy rides you have in your hand? He's like, yeah. He's like, go offer it to a girl that you kind of know from church, like that's here right now, and ask them what they thought of the sermon. Like, I'm having to teach him how to talk to people. And I think that on some level, that's always been true of humanity. Think of like, you know, the classic tropes of 80s, 90s movies, and, you know, immaturity has always been a thing. And adolescency has always been awkward. You know, even ancient families, I mean, you know, if you lived in a farm, talking to a family that wasn't part of your family was overwhelming. So it's not like social media created social anxiety. I just think it increased it in some ways and then gave new avenues for it. But we cannot use social media as the scapegoat for all of human suffering, all of human depravity. My dad, who was not in my life growing up, came to one of my games once when I was 12, one of my soccer games, and I was so pumped that he actually came. He'd like never been before. And this is in the early 2000s, way before, you know, social media. And this man opens a giant newspaper. So he's scrolling while at my game. So I can see that you are not looking at me. So there were ways to ignore your kids long before social media. There are ways to have, you know, families were breaking before social media. You know, depression and anxiety were happening before social media. So we can't underplay the effect of social media and digital relationships on anxiety. We can't overplay them either, though. We can't act like they're the only thing, because I think what happens is we can use this as a scapegoat, as if everything was perfect before this. And it's just simply not true. Let's get a third or fourth in here, chat, to play more, and we'll talk about a different subject. But here's Grayson to bring his final thoughts on digital relationships. Go crazy, King.
Hit me with a question.
Well, what is your kind of final thoughts here? He says, what does it look like to be more present in the digital age? What does it look like to be more present in the digital age?
Like, to be like more like used to it?
I guess he means like, how do you maintain good friendships even despite the distractions of social media?
What up,
You
Grayson?
think of what like really like technology is gonna give you, and then you think of more of what friendships is gonna give you in the long run, and then you like also have to think about like what would probably God want me to do, and you look at those all and you're like, you know, it's probably better if I'm outside with my friends and stuff than probably being on technology. especially if I'm doing something I shouldn't do or something like that. You just gotta think about like those main three things, you know?
That's great. Do you think that social media is making people more socially awkward?
Yes,
How so?
because most people get like more addicted to that, and then what they do is they like speak more about that. Like they start
Grayson
watching more of
talking?
that.
Because I
So
can't
the
hear him.
main way that they know to think is watching is like watching that
I hear him
instead
now.
of going out to talk. So if they have more time being non-social than social, kind of like it's like in basketball. So I used to shoot a basketball with two hands, and I'm recently switching to one hand. But it's hard because I'm used to shooting with two hands and not one. So it's hard because I'm used to one thing and not the other, and that made it a little iffy for me for the change. So it's like once you do something more than something else, you start to get used to it more.
That's facts. Facts. All right. Any final thoughts on the topic? Want to plug any of your channels?
What?
Any final thoughts on the topic? You've added so much to this combo. Any closing thoughts, and then plug your new YouTube channel and stuff.
My last thoughts are like probably better to think about what God would do in that situation before you get in it yourself. And then I got two YouTube channels. I got one called GSN, all caps, and then my other one is my Christian brand, GSS Apparel.
Let's go. Check him
Yeah.
out. We'll link him in the description. Thank you so much, Grayson. Next time we stream, you got to be on with us, bro. You added a lot to this episode.
All right.
Thank you, brother. Peace.
See ya.
What a cool kid, man. Where do you know Grayson from?
I used him, one of my youth students, Charlotte.
Pretty wise, beyond his years.
Awesome, dude.
And that's what Fortnite will do to you.
And that, you know, the
Fortnite and
irony,
pizza rolls.
the irony of that conversation is it
Yeah.
wouldn't have happened without digital.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's the beauty. It's the beauty of online. Hey, what's up, seedling chat?
Oh, it's
Guys, we have been tuned into by the amazing 48-hour live stream called Prepare the Way. It's 48 hours of prayer this Holy Week. Brought to you by Seedling, Sidewalk Saints. Ah!
I need to talk to Slade or something because my mouse has such bad latency.
Yeah, Slade. Slade is the answer to everything. I love it. I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't know. What's up, Sayla? What? Sayla, what's up?
1-800-CALL Slade.
Oh, you're calling Luca? Hi, Luca. How are you? Good. I miss you. Hey, Luca.
Somebody over
Guys,
here.
I'm getting chased. I'm getting pushed. Oh my gosh! I cracked one.
I'm going down. Unless you didn't get me time.
I'm bad! Shit.
he's on our building.
I'm sorry, chat. Hey, so what we do in this
freaking
stream
one-tapped me.
is we talk
Dang.
about. I feel like I'm on one of the episodes my son watches. There he is.
I'm going down.
What's up, Rain?
Fighting chance.
Yeah, so what we do is we talk about the Bible while playing Fortnite. So put some questions in about the Bible. We can talk about prayer. And then we even put them on a YouTube channel called the Fortnite Bible Podcast. So we're glad you guys are here. Ask away.
There's people shooting at us.
I have a.
There's two
No
inside
way.
the hangar.
Somebody's landing on us. What a clown. Knock this guy. No.
I'm bad! I'm terrible! No! Okay, got him.
One more jumping out.
Oh, his
one
name
more
was
jump.
Sinful Trust. What a weird name.
Those are not good.
I got one more.
That's
Oh no! I had no ammo! I was out of shotgun ammo! Kai, push in this room! Push in this room! Push in this room! What's up, Henri?
Holy cow, I ran out of bullets.
That's right, Melody.
Oh no.
Good job, good job, good job. Reloading. On me.
Nice! I need my crown
Get
back.
Ty,
I need
get
it.
Ty. Call to cover.
Stop talking
They're
to
landing on us,
yourself.
they're landing on us.
Where are they?
I did, Darren. I told him what we
Talk
do.
right here, Ty.
Got one
We asked,
down.
we talk about the Bible, we ask questions about the Bible while playing Fortnite. I told them. Let's go. What are some questions you guys have been having recently? We can talk about Holy Week.
Sorry.
How about preparing the way? Let's talk about it. Hit us with your best shot. I'm also joined. I happen to be joined by 3 of the smartest people I know.
No.
Oh, someone asked in chat. This is funny. This was a huge topic from my trip in Phoenix.
Gosh dang it.
Is why should Christians pray for miracles?
Knocked him. TikTok chill dog. That's a great question.
Hold their crack. Hold their crack.
Knocked him.
Down. One on
Okay,
the
I'm
other
getting
side.
followed. Last one in here. Last one here. Why should Christians pray for miracles?
Guy on the stairs. Hit by John.
I can take a set of that.
Oh my- Oh, thank you,
Um,
thank you, Sam.
So
Oh my
when we
God.
think about when we think about miracles, I think C.S. Lewis has a really good definition of miracles in his book The Problem of Pain.
Knocked him, knocked him.
And in that book, he describes basically the supernatural as being like the natural order of things. We'd all wish for things to be easy. Like it's easier to walk downhill than it is to be uphill.
Oh man.
And so like when two people are praying, like they both praying to be walking downhill, like it's just not possible. The natural order like says that like there's got to be some level of like fairness to things. So miracles, whenever like that natural order is broken and things are made easier. So like when someone who has cancer, going through the difficulty and the pain of all of that, and there's healing from that breaks the natural order. Like that's supernatural. The other thing about praying for miracles is that God's desire and will is to partner with humanity, not just do it all himself. And part of that partnership is the aligning of our heart and our values to match with his. So as we pray for miracles, as we pray for the flourishing of people around us and to see God more present in the natural world, that changes us as people too.
We're last guys here. We might need to actually rotate out. This
There's
is tough.
a guy over the top, 2 guys in the screen room.
Yeah, I think people should. Yeah, I love all that. You know, I think part of why Christians should pray for miracles is because Jesus told us to. You know,
Right.
And ask and you shall receive, knock and the door shall be open. I always think it's just sometimes we overcomplicate things. And it's like, man, Jesus said to, so I'm gonna.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. The book of James even talks about how like there's so much power in the prayer of righteous people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We need to stand on those promises that are given to us in the Bible.
Same
Like
power that raised Christ from the dead lives in us.
yeah.
I'm just gonna
beat on me. Oh God.
Bridget's son asks.
Oh my goodness, bro. Absolutely melting.
Bridget's son asks, why was David considered a man after God's own heart? Also, yeah, your mic is quiet, John. They always come in with the. They always come in critiquing, man. They always say, "Ha," but never "ye."
That's a word. Look at a bounce.
Guy top tower. You know, in Acts, Paul is referencing David and talks about the reason why David was considered a man after God's own heart. God said he obeyed him in everything that he did. Oh. Which is crazy to think, because is that saying that David was perfect? Oh, he clapped me! Got him.
Where is he?
Give me that purple pump, baby! And the sniper. Oh my gosh. And he had a jetpack. Chat, this is insane. This is insane. So I think David was the man after God's own heart because he did everything that the Lord commanded him to do, and that included even when he needed to repent. What's the difference between David and his son Saul? How come Jesus was referred to as son of David, not son of Solomon, when Solomon was the one that built the temple? But here's what I contend. Here's what I think we pull from the scripture. Solomon built the temple of God, but David was a temple of God. Solomon made a resting place for God, but David embodied it. And I think at the end of the day, God valued who David was over what he did. Oh my gosh. Kill that guy. Kill that guy, Sam. Or someone.
No!
Oh, reboot is disabled. I have the craziest kit. I've got to survive. I got to survive. Please, God.
Dang it.
Ty, get to me. Ty, get to me. Please, Ty. I have the craziest
I'm trying.
kit. No!
What was the kit, man? Tell us.
Dude, purple pump, purple sniper, purple hammer, and a jetpack, dude. Ready up. We go again.
What could have been?
So I think a lot of times Solomon is representative. Solomon is representative of a cautionary tale to the original audience of the Bible. It's really only in our Western kind of mindset where kind of in the prosperity gospel era where we're like, and Solomon was the greatest. Solomon was the best. Hey, we love him so strongly. There's never been a king like Solomon. Because in our Western human lens, we value what we do over sometimes our obedience to God. We value activity over obedience. We have a lot of busy Christians who are doing a lot of things in the name of God, but they're not doing what God asked them to do. I heard a pastor named Wayne Francis say this once. I believe his name was Wayne Francis. He said that sin is not defined by by the bad things we do. Sin is defined as anything we do that is outside of God's will, which means that even if it's something that we do for God that he didn't ask us to do, it is sinful. We need to be that close to following God. I also think Solomon is. I also think that we preach the story of Solomon very incorrectly. So let's pull it up right now. Actually, you know what, chat? I'm not gonna do it on my phone. We see some of the initial conflict. David charges to Solomon. It's great. Solomon asks for wisdom. This is how we preach it. Let me show you where we normally preach it, okay? We start with verse 7. Verse 5, where the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream. And it says, ask whatever you want me to give you. And it says, you have shown me great kindness to your servant. My father David, he was faithful to you and righteous and upright in heart. You've continued this great kindness to him. Blah, blah, blah. All this Christianese, all this speak. So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and distinguish between right and wrong. Who is able to govern this great heart? The Lord was pleased that Solomon had asked for this. So, I'm gonna give you all these things. Okay, but how does the story end? Well, The story ends in that Solomon did not live a fully obedient life to God. We know that. Well, what happened? Well, how did it go wrong? Because before he asked God for wisdom, he had already made some of the most important decisions you can make in life on his own. Before his cute little prayer in verse 7, in verse 1, it says, Solomon made an alliance with Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and married his daughter. And he brought her to the city of David until he had finished building his palace and the temple of the Lord. The people were still sacrificing at the high places because the temple had not been built. And so verse 3 or chapter 3 verse 1, he made a major alliance and he married somebody before asking God. Okay, now let's check this out. Deuteronomy 16. You can never spell Deuteronomy. Or maybe is it 23? Let's see. Deuteronomy concerning kings. A lot of people don't know this. Oh, Deuteronomy 17. Dang, I was so close. Deuteronomy 17. See, a lot of people, even when we preach Saul, then they just act like, and God was so surprised when Israel asked for, he plays Ark? Bridget, I play Rust. Does he play Rust? So in Deuteronomy 17, now this is Mosaic, the Mosaic law via Moses. In Deuteronomy 17, God already knows they're going to ask for a king. He wasn't surprised by Saul. He knows our heart. And he gives this. He says, here are some of the ideas when it comes to king. When you enter the land the Lord is giving you, and you have taken possession of it and settled in it, and you say, let us set a king over us like the nations around us. Be sure to appoint you a king the Lord your God chooses. He must be from among your fellow Israelites. Do not place a foreigner over you, one who is not an Israelite. The king, moreover, must not acquire a great number of horses, or make the people return to Egypt to get more of them. For the Lord has told you, you are not to go back that way. He must not take many wives, or his heart will be led astray. He must not accumulate large amounts of silver and gold. Don't create an alliance with Egypt. Don't acquire a bunch of stuff. Don't have many wives. Solomon did all three of those things. So this is why I think David was a man after God's own heart, because even when he messed up, he corrected and was apologetic. Whereas Solomon, even though he was the wisest man in the world, didn't have the simple obedience to just do what God had said. Sometimes the smartest people, the most anointed people, the wisest people are far informed beyond their obedience. Whereas David was a simple shepherd boy, and he just simply did what God asked him to do. Simply put, Solomon talked the talk, David walked the walk. Solomon wrote more of the Bible, David lived more of the Bible. Solomon tried to build the temple,
here.
David was a temple of God. Solomon had intellect, David had intimacy. Well, Bridget, if he's going to check it out, do it with parental guidance. Let me. It's a crazy game.
Ooh. Snipe, snag it.
I'm trying to get over to you guys.
This is the worst cover ever.
There's
Few
one behind you.
marcelings.
You have to know so much pop culture to call
Gosh,
out
dang
in Fortnite.
Knock
I'm on her. I'm chasing Marceline.
Holy
Oh, good
smokes,
good knock.
dude.
Coming back.
Oh my gosh!
You all right, John?
We got John.
That's
Mark
some
him.
other team.
Oh. Getting third partied.
Awesome. Hey, love you, Seedling. Keep praying. Keep pushing. Appreciate you guys so much. I'll see y'all over there. Oh, Ty, let me get that.
Oh, white.
Are you
there we go.
back?
Yeah, dude, I'm landing on you.
Feet here. Careful.
Oh, crap.
On our roof.
Oh, I see him.
Oh, crap, on a popsicle stick.
It's Marceline. Oh, watch out. Shots.
There we go. Knocked.
Somebody's shooting at us, though. We gotta get cover.
There's people
Down
this
right
way.
here on the road. Ooh.
Ice
knocked
Spice.
out of
Yeah,
the-
check out that link. Check out that link, chat. If anyone wants prayer.
They're coming at us from
Healing.
across the road. There's like 3. There's a whole team. Yep.
Holy cow.
I'm by
I'm healing
myself.
up. I'm healing up.
I'm running to John. I'm running to John.
Oh man.
Stay
I
over
have
here,
such-
John. Don't move, John. Let's stay here.
I have such good gear. They're coming up the hill.
Stay right there, Ty.
Yep.
We'll blast him. Crouch walk to Ty and see if we can get him up.
Yep.
Dropping on my building. Yep, on the roof.
I'm going up.
I'm just gonna stick it.
Aggro.
They took my chug can.
From behind.
I'm coming up. Oh, she's one. Sabrina Carpenter's one shot in Ty's building.
Ice
no.
Spice and Sabrina got me. There was 3. Oh man. Look at all that. Just
I'm gonna stay up.
I got ice spice.
Holy.
Ice spice. Nope. They got me.
Holy. Oh.
one in my building right here too. Team in this building.
We are sandwiched.
Yep.
There's a jetpack right here and a blue tack.
Gosh dang it, what the frick? Oh, they're up there.
They're pushing me.
Oh, it's that team from across.
They're up
Yeah,
on the
it's horrible.
stacks.
It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible.
John Wick is
There we
hurt.
go, knocked one. Sabrina Carpenter's gonna get me though. Yep.
Okay, I think we just need to rotate out. Yeah, I have crash pads. Crash pads.
You have 2 teams crushing on your building.
Crash pad out. Oh my god, dude. Oh, it's not you. What? I'm so trash. I'm a terrible person at this game.
Oh my god, of course.
Damn, I'm gonna try to hit this guy from the back. Keep him there, keep him there, keep him there. Oh. Nice, Sam. Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna go. Got him. I got him. Sabrina Carpenter's on me. I have nothing. She's pushing.
I have 4
Ouchie,
shots.
ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. I'm just gonna
Gosh dang it.
Hey, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what questions you have about the Bible or thoughts you have on this episode. And you know, this is a brand new channel, so like this video, make sure to subscribe, share it with a friend. Appreciate you guys so much.